Welcome to Backstories, the podcast where we dig deep into the untold tales behind the people, places, and moments that shape our world. Every month, we'll uncover the hidden narratives that inspire, surprise, and challenge us. So, grab your headphones and get ready to journey into the past, one backstory at a time.
Our next storyteller's name, first-time storyteller, Sabrina. Her story is Welcome to the Show. No refunds, no exit.
Hey everybody. My story tonight is about dating in your late 20s, because that's something that's so fun now. So before this summer, I was in a relationship for 9 years, so I really didn't experience the whole, Tinder, Bumble, all that kind of stuff. So that was all kind of very new to me. I'm only 28, by the way. So being, in a relationship for 9 years was a long time, not wasted, but not, not the best times of my life. But that's okay. Here we are now. So upon, right after my 27th birthday, my ex and I broke up. Which sucked, but I was like, you know what, it's fine. It's a new life, new experience. I'm only 27. I'll get back out there. I'm tall, blonde, curvy, bisexual, so there's a ton of options for me. I was like, I got the board. I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'll go out there. It'll be just fine. So, I downloaded, I think, like, the next night after we broke up, because I was just like, I got to get back out there. Like, I do not have time for this. It's my late 20s. I'm trying to have multiple kids. Like, I gotta get back out on the horse, so to speak. So I'm swiping through Tinder on my first night. I'm like, whatever. Days go by. I'm still swiping left, right. I'm not paying for premium, so I'm not doing super likes. I'm just not doing that. Someone that bullied me in middle school super liked me, and I was like, blocked. Like, so fine with that. So I finally got my first match, and I was like, okay, this was like about 3 weeks after my ex and I broke up. Probably should have given it more time. But again, I was just trying to get out there, trying to get, gotta get my, feet wet again. So we go. He's like, hey, can you meet me by this bar? It's in Parkville. And I was like, okay, it's kind of like an older crowd in there, but that's fine. We can go. He's like, yeah, it's right around the corner from my house. I'm like, great. So I go there. I'm like maybe 5 minutes early. He shows up 10 minutes late. And I'm like, that's strike one. If 30 seconds had passed, I would have left, because I think it's rude. Especially when he said, yeah, I could throw a football at this bar from my house. So whatever. So he strolls in. I had a glass of water, and then I ordered a glass of wine, and then he called me bougie. And I was like, this is happy hour wine. It's $8. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. He orders a Corona, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of a bougie beer. Order a Miller Lite if you're not bougie, whatever. Fine by me. So we go on. I think the entire date lasted 35 minutes, and that entailed him calling me, what did he call me? Objectively not funny. Too big to be this arrogant. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, period. I'm like, well, you said you were 6'1", and here we are. So I don't know about that. And then towards the end, he's like, yeah, so this is my, like, intimate routine. And I'm like, this date ends here. I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, I like to get intimate with somebody, smoke a little weed, and then go to the store next door to get some ice cream. I'm like, are you 12 years old? Is that how old we are? Like, okay, that's fine. Next date, I'm like, not with him. I was like, I think he unmatched me before I got to the next bar to drink away that nonsense. Different date. Guy tells me again he's 6'1". Also, by the way, I don't have any problem with guys that are short. I just don't want to date you. I'm sorry. I am 5'9". I am tall. I am also, a curvy girl. So I take up a lot of space. I'm sorry. I'm just not dating short guys, which is fine. You guys are beautiful people. Love it. So I go on this date. The guy swears up and down to me he's like over 6 foot. And I'm like, okay, like, you don't have to be that serious about it. If you're 6 foot, you're 6 foot. You know, you're not going to really get it past me. You know what I mean? So he walks up, hugs me, and I'm like, a solid 5'10". That's fine. You know, I can work with 5'10". You're still taller than me. That's okay. We sit there. He gets drunk off his ass. I'm like, oh, for God's sake. I'm like, this is a first date. Like, you know, whatever. Then he's like, okay, let's walk out together. I'm like, okay, this is fine. He asks me to walk him to his car. I'm like, I'm like, okay. Go in for the one shoulder. He tries to, you know, close his eyes, part his lips, look in my mouth. And I'm like, no. I'm like, have a good night. Get home safe. You know, whatever. Unmatched. So the third date I went on was probably my favorite just to tell as a story because it's hilarious to me. Again, guy has on his Tinder profile, 6'2". Great. Perfect. I can wear heels, you know? Awesome. So we go to a restaurant in Glen Burnie. I think it's called Bubba's. I don't think I've been back just because I just don't want to be. So we go, we talk. He talks about himself and his top 10 favorite drunkest moments he's ever had. And I'm like, solid. Wow, that's really nice. Super cool. So just smile and nodded through the date. I'm like, whatever. So the check is about to come, and I'm like, okay. Also, by the way, 5'8", not nowhere near 6'2". So check's about to come, and I'm like, let's split it. He's like, no, I insist. I'll pay. Okay, that's fine, but let's just split it. It's fine. We'll just split it. He's like, no. I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna take you out. I'm like, okay, you know, that's fine. If you want to pay, that's fine. Whatever. Again, walks me to his car. By the way, I don't know what's wrong with you all. Like, why are we not walking me to my car? Like, I mean, I know I'm like as one of my regulars at a bar I work at called me a sturdy girl. But how about we walk me to my car? You know, I'm still a lady. So whatever. Walk him to his car. He steps on the curb to kiss me. And I was like, no, that's an ick. That's like, I don't know what these kids are saying these days, but that's an ick. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, have a good night, you know. And he's like, yeah, this is my Volvo. And I'm like, super, that's my Tucson. I'm going to get in it and leave. So next day, that guy texts me, and I was like, you know, he was a nice enough guy, but I'm like, not interested. So I, you know, politely say, hey, listen, I'm sorry, not really. This isn't working. You know, this isn't going to work long term. He goes, okay, no problem. 5 minutes later, I hear cha-ching, and I'm like, what? I'm like, did someone send me money? That's awesome. He Venmo requested me for my half of the bill. I was like, are you joking? To the cent. Not even like $15, not even $20, whatever. To $15.36 is what he requested from me. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm like, okay, done with that for a while. Finally swiped right on the right guy, and now his laugh is my favorite sound in the world, and I am hopefully done dating in my 20s. Thank you.